Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Jenna, and this yoga practice is for you today if you just went for a run or you had a workout today. It's full body, it's medium paced, and we're gonna focus on spine, hips, and legs. Let's go. All right, so let's come down onto our backs to start. And let the spine settle down into this firmer surface beneath you. The rib cage settle down, the shoulder blades rest back, the head fall back. You can bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat, and just rest the knees towards each other. Feet are a little bit wider apart. Rest the knees towards each other. Close your eyes. Bring your hands down by your side and take a few long breaths here. Let's go in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just letting your energy settle, the body settle, let your mind start to slow down and tune in towards yourself. Okay, and then walk the feet to parallel, the leg bones to parallel. Press into the feet and the backs of your arms. Inhale, lift the hips up to the sky. And exhale, slowly lower them back down. See if you can really pair your breath with your motion here. Breathe in through the nose now. And as you lower out through the nose, do a few more like that. Inhale to lift. See how smooth and steady you can make this motion. Exhale to lower. Nice, and then hug the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little rock to the left and to the right. Let the head follow as well. And we'll keep the right knee tucked in. Stretch the left leg out long and then really relax it. Squeeze that right knee in towards your chest. And you can start to cross it to the left over your body. Stretch the right arm out to the right. And again, let the head fall wherever it wants to naturally fall. This knee that you've crossed might hover in space. If it touches down, you can support it with that left hand. Keep the bottom leg relaxed here. Take one, maybe two more breaths. Okay, come back onto your back, pull the arm in, plant both feet on the mat, lift the hips, give them a little shake out, lower them back down. We'll hug the knees in again. This time, make some big circles around, holding on to the tops of your knees, massaging out the lower back, the upper glutes, that sacral area. Go the other way. And then let's keep the left knee tucked in. Stretch the right leg out long. Relax the right leg. Squeeze the left knee in towards your chest. And draw it across your body now to the right. Stretch the left arm out to the left. Couple deep breaths here. Check in again on that right leg, the bottom leg. Soften it. Relax it. And come back onto your back again. Both feet down to the mat. Press into them. Lift the hips a bit higher this time. Give them a really good shake out. Lower them back down. Hug the knees in one more time. Pull the forehead up towards the knees. Maybe you can kiss your knees here, one and then the other. Squeeze in, squeeze in, squeeze in. Make yourself a tiny, tight little ball. Okay, lower the head back down. Drop the feet back down. Widen the feet apart to the edges of your yoga mat, and a really easy windshield wiper motion. Drop the knees to the left and to the right a few times. Let the hips move here. Let the spine move, head move. All right, and then however you come up into a seat, come up into a seat. If it feels good for you, you've got some padding under you, you can rock and roll along the length of your spine a few times until you're up in your seat. You can stay there, I'll face you. Find your sit bones. Okay, one shin bone in front of the other. Lengthen up through your spine. Loop the shoulders back a few times. Nice. And then drop the fingertips down beside you. Take the left ear down towards your left shoulder. And only move the head without leaning the whole body. Only move the head. Crawl the right fingertips away until they start to float up off the mat. Reach and stretch out through the middle finger, the ring finger. Bring the hand to about shoulder height. Nice. Okay, peel the fingertips towards you and then fingers down towards the mat. Keep reaching out through that arm. Fingertips to the sky, fingertips down to the mat. One more time, fingertips to the sky and down to the mat. Level out the palm, flip the palm up towards the sky and then towards the floor and towards the sky and towards the floor. Okay, stretch out, and then lower, lower, lower the fingertips all the way back down. Bring the head back up to center. Loop the shoulders back a couple of times. And we'll switch to the other side. Crawl the fingertips out, right ear to the right shoulder. Walk the left fingertips out more until they start to float up off the mat. Really stretch out through those middle and ring fingers at about shoulder height, and then start to peel the fingers towards the sky and then towards the ground, and keep reaching out through that whole arm. You can feel for that kind of fascial, nervy-like stretch happening here. Okay, flip the palm up to the sky and then towards the floor. Keep reaching out to the sky and to the floor. Stretch out, lower the arm all the way back down. Head comes back through center. Nice. Loop the shoulders back a couple times. And inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Watch the palms touch. Pull down through center. Come on out into a forward fold. Any amount. Stretch through the hips here. You might just land on the fingertips and drop the head there. You might walk all the way down to the forearms and relax the head down there. Wherever you've landed, start to crawl hands, arms, body over to the right and drop down again there. Feel that stretch through your left hip, left low back area. I even feel it into my left rib cage. Okay, crawl back through center and head to the left side this time. Stretching out through the right hip. Drop the head down. The right low back. Smooth, steady breaths in and out through the nose. Okay, crawl back through center and all the way back upright. Roll the shoulders back a couple of times. And then we'll stretch the legs out in front of us. And even if the knees bend up a little bit here in this forward fold, that's okay. Inhale, reach the arms all the way out. all the way up. Create length in your spine. Keep that length. Hinge at the hips. Come forward. Lead with the chest. Drop the arms down whenever you kind of land with that bit of resistance, and then drop the forehead down as well. While we're here, make a few little semicircles with your neck. Over to the left, over to the right. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the nose. And we'll slowly start to come back upright and take the soles of the feet together. Drop the knees open wide. Hold on to the shin bones at the ankles. We'll do a few seated cat and cows here. So pull the chest and lungs forward and through. Look up. And then round the spine. Press yourself back. Tuck the tail, tuck the chin. Inhale to come forward. And exhale, send it back. 2 more like that. Nice. And from center, scoop up the knees, bring them towards each other. You can cross at the ankles. Make your way onto all fours from here, a tabletop position. Spread those fingers out wide. You can untuck the toes here. We'll do a actual cat and cow, dropping the belly down, lift your eyes, your gaze, and then round the spine, chin to chest. Do 3 more like that. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you round. Press the floor away. Nice, and then tuck the toes. You can walk the hands a few inches forward. We'll stretch up and back into downward facing dog. Drop the head. Bend one knee, bend the other knee here in downward dog. You can hear my squeaky mat. Okay, and then look forward, watch the hands walk back to the back of your mat to meet up with your feet. Crawl the fingertips over to the right side of your right foot. Drop the head down, take a breath. Lean the hips slightly to the left. And then crawl back through center, head over to the left side of the left foot. Lean slightly through the hips over to the right, drop the head. And crawl back through center and all the way out for downward facing dog. We'll take the right leg up and back behind, stretch out, get long, breathe in, look forward, step it forward in between the hands, help it get there if you need to. Drop down to the back knee, down to the back shin. Okay, loop those shoulders back a few times, press into both feet, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms float back down. Left palm stays planted, right arm up to the sky. Breathe in, look up. And take it back down, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths in down dog. Second side, left leg, take it up and back. Get long, breathe in. Look forward, step forward, help it get there again. Drop to the back knee, down to the back shin. Okay, come on up, loop the shoulders back a couple of times. Press into both feet as you reach up, rise up, look up. Exhale, come all the way down. Right hand plants, left hand up to the sky. Twist, breath in. Exhale, all the way back down, downward dog. Okay, and sink the knees all the way down to the mat. You can widen them slightly. We'll do a child's pose here. Stretch the arms forward, drop the forehead right down to the mat. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth a few times. Settle in. Soften your energy. Okay, come on back up into downward facing dog. We'll stay here for about 10 seconds. So really spread the fingers wide, drop the head down, bend the knees so that the hips get higher, up and back behind you. And bend the knees even more. Look forward, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Bring your hands to your shins, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more like that. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, deep forward fold. You can bend the knees as you fold. 1 more. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Nice, and rise all the way up. Reach the arms up over your head. Touch the palms together. And pull the palms down to the chest. Okay, take a deep breath. Nestle your thumbs right into your breastbone. Close your eyes. Soften at the knees. And lower the hands down. Flutter the eyes open. Inhale, reach up, look up. Touch the palms together. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Okay, hands to the shins, come up halfway, breathe in. Exhale, deep forward fold. Rise all the way back up, reach up, look up. And bring the palms right down to the chest again. Okay, soft at the knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Come on up halfway, lengthen the spine, and forward fold as you breathe out. Press through the feet, strong legs, rise up, reach up, look up. Palms back down to the chest. Nice. Again, inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Come on up halfway, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. And all the way to standing, reach up, rise up, breathe in. And palms down to the chest. Nice. We'll switch it up this time as we flow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Come on up halfway, breathe in. This time, step the right foot way back. Come down to your knee, come down to your shin. If you need to double up your mat or put something under that back knee for comfort, do it. Press into both feet as you reach up, rise up. And come all the way back down, step back, downward facing dog. We'll stay in this down dog about 10 seconds here. You can bend one knee, bend the other knee, shake the head out, shake your hair out. And then pause for a final couple of seconds here. One deep breath. Bend the knees, look forward. Walk or hop to the top of your mat. Lengthen up halfway, breathe in, breathe out, forward fold. Okay, and rise all the way up, reach up. Hands touch over your head and palms down to the chest. Let's do that same thing, other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway, breathe in. Step that left foot way back. Come down to the knee and to the shin. Okay, pillow up that knee as needed as well. Press into the feet as you reach up, look up. Exhale, come all the way down. Tuck those back toes, downward facing dog. About 10, 15 seconds here. Make some movement. And if you're bending the knees, stretching out the feet, let that movement happen all the way up to the hips. all the way up to the shoulders even. Okay, and then pause in down dog. Take one deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Nice. Look forward, bend the knees, walk or hop to the top of the mat, lift up halfway, lengthen, and forward fold. Press through the feet, rise all the way up, reach up, touch the palms, and pull them down to the chest. We'll pause here a breath or two, close the eyes, spread out the toes, soften the knees. Nice. And then you can turn and face the wider edges of your mat, wide-legged forward fold here. Turn the toes in slightly, the heels out a little bit. Okay, straighten out through the knees, lengthen through the spine, hands to the waist. Peel the elbows back towards each other, look up, get long, and hinge at the hips. Come all the way down, 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 till your spine is about parallel to the ground. Drop the hands down right underneath the shoulders and shift the body weight forward into the hands slightly, into the forefeet. You might spread the legs out a little bit further here. Take a breath, find that nice long length through the spine. And then start to bend at the elbows, even softly through the knees. Drop the head down, down, down. Okay, start to straighten out through the elbows again. Walk that left hand to the center, right underneath your chin. Look to the right, take the right arm up to the sky. Do a slow, steady twist. Broaden the chest, breathe in, look up, and breathe out. Come all the way back down. Switch. Right hand to the mat, left hand up to the sky. Twist, big breath in, and breathe out. Come all the way back down. One more variation here. Walk the hands back in between the feet and drop the head down. Keep that weight still forward on the forefeet, as if you're going to put the very top of your head down on the mat. Okay, walk the hands all the way back out, and then bend at the knees. Hands come back to the waist, press into the feet, rise all the way back up. Peel those elbows back towards each other again. Just stretch out through the chest. Heel toe the feet back towards each other and come back to the top of your mat. Shake the legs out for a moment here. Nice. Okay, inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Come up halfway, breathe in. Deep breath out, forward fold. Okay, step the feet back to plank pose. Plank pose. You can rock forward and back along the bottoms of your feet a few times here. Stretch out through the bottoms of the feet. And then lower the knees down. Look forward, point the toes back, lower to the belly. We'll slide the hands back. Press into the pubic bone gently. Press into the toenails gently. Peel up off the mat, breathe in cobra, and exhale, forehead to the mat. Do two more like that. Inhale, cobra, and exhale, forehead to the mat. Peel up, cobra, and exhale, forehead to the mat. Nice, let's do a little shoulder stretch and a twist here. Through the hips and through the legs. Stretch the right arm out to the right, palm facing down. Press into the left fingertips. As you turn and look to the left, you're going to take that left foot back behind you somewhere and twist. If this is too much, tuck both knees up towards your chest, and you can still get a nice chest opener, shoulder opener here. Take a few breaths. Nice. Come back onto your belly. Make a little pillow for your chin with your hands. Bend both of your knees And give your legs some windshield wiper motions, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Lower the legs back down and we'll switch over to the other side. Take that left hand out at about shoulder height. Plant the palm down. Take the right fingertips down to the mat. Press into them. You're going to turn and look to the right. Roll onto that left shoulder. Take the right foot behind you. If that's a bit too much, you can tuck both knees up towards your chest and still get a bit of a twist and a left-sided shoulder opener there. Let the head touch down on the mat. And if it's needed, you could double up your mat for a bit of height for your head. You could use a block as well. Take a couple breaths. And roll back onto your belly. Again, make a little pillow for your forehead. You can bend both knees and drop both feet over to the right and then over to the left, over to the right, over to the left. You can feel a lot of movement through the hips and the low back here. Let that happen. And then turn yourself onto your back from here, where we started. Okay, take the soles of the feet together, drop the knees open wide. And you can stretch the arms up over your head. We'll take 3 full breaths in here. Lower the hands back down. Help the knees come back towards each other. Parallel the leg bones and the feet. Take the left foot up towards the sky. Cross it over the right knee. You can first use your left hand to press that thigh bone away. And that might be where you stay. That's a good stretch through that left outer hip. Left hip flexor. If you want a little bit more, reach through that space you've created. You can interlace the hands either around the hamstring or around the shin bone. Pull the knee towards you. Circle that right ankle around a few times. One way and the other way. Okay, and then release the right foot back down. Take your arms out to a T shape and drop that left foot over to the right. Bit of a twist here, a bit of a different pull. Now take that right hand and you can support this pose however you need to. I kind of pushed my thigh bone over to the right even more. Sometimes I pull it a bit closer to me. You could try pushing it a little bit away. Getting into that left IT band zone, left glute perhaps. Okay, and then T-shape the arms again. Press into the backs of the arms to lift the legs back through center. Uncross the legs. Both feet down to the mat. Press into the feet. Lift the hips. Shake them out. Lower them back down. Switching sides. Right foot up to the sky. Cross it over that left knee. Use your right hand first to press the right thigh bone away. And you can certainly stay here. If you want to reach through, do what you did to the other side. Grab hold of the hamstring or the shin bone on the left. Circle that left foot around a few times. And the other way. And as best you can, relax the head back, soft through the shoulders. Okay, lower that left foot back down and then drop everything over to the left again. That right foot's gonna try to touch down to the left side of your mat. You can T-shape your arms. That left hand could support the pose, holding onto your knee, your shin, your thigh. Just see what you need. You could try pushing or pulling. Just see where you need to help out the stretch so that it feels good. Hurts so good, right? Okay, T-shape the arms again. Press into the backs of the arms to lift the legs back through center. Uncross the legs. Press into both feet. Lift the hips. One more really good shake out through the hips. Shake, shake, shake. And let the hips lower with a thud. Let's do that again. Lift the hips up, breathe in, and then let them lower and plop down. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift, exhale with a thud to lower. Okay, this is our final pose here. Stretch the legs out long. Savasana, our final resting posture here. Widen the legs about as wide as your mat. Bring your arms down by your side, palms facing up. That keeps a really nice broadness across the chest happening. I like to let my head really fall back so that my throat feels spacious and free. And then let the breath start to steady and soften and become really effortless here. Close the eyes. Relax. Let the body become super still and steady so that your mind follows the suit. Very gently start to move your fingers and toes. You could wiggle your jaw back and forth, left to right. Let your head nod left to right. Pull the knees in towards your chest. Rock yourself gently side to side. And then rock yourself to your favorite side. Pause there. Press yourself back up into a seated position. Find some length along your spine again. Loop the shoulders back a couple times. Close the eyes, rest your hands, soften your elbows. Okay, bring the palms together and then nestle those thumbs again right in towards your breastbone. Bow your forehead down towards your fingertips. Take a moment here of self-honor, self-appreciation between you and you. Thank you so much for being here today, everybody. See you next time.